Welcome, partners, to episode 11. I'm feeling super. I don't know how I feel about that. Welcome, partners. Welcome. I also don't know how to feel about this shirt. I think that it just doesn't really fit me. I think it's too big, but we're going to roll with it. Anyways, well, hello. Welcome to episode 11. Still on the exhaustion bus. I did get, I don't know, like a 50-50 weekend of rest, I'll say, that I planned on. Um, would I have loved to literally not leave the bed at all? Yes. Did that happen? No. We had things to do this weekend. But also the weather, at least today, was really awful. But the weather's like not been doing it for me either. It's like adding to my exhaustion, and I'm like, we don't need anything additional. But I also think that this weekend I'm really bad on the weekends about not taking my meds because like there's no rush for me to like get ready in the morning versus during the week it's like, okay, I'm up, me and the dude do bottle breakfast, like chill for a little bit, then we got to get ready and like I got to do all my stuff. So during the weekends, I don't feel like it's like that as much. Like, obviously, we get up, we have breakfast, but it's not like we're in a rush to do anything unless we are. Um, so I forget to take my meds a lot. So that does not help with the fatigue, exhaustion, and brain fog. Um, but also, does one ever even get off the exhaustion bus, especially if you are a parent? And I fear I already know the answer, and it's no. And that's fine because also I don't remember. I feel like the way I just said also was really weird, but, anyways, also I don't remember a time in my life without a kid where I was super well rested. It just doesn't exist in my life. Um, I tried to do, bless those of you who are just audio only, like, because my hair is so greasy. I'm sorry, James, that I'm showing this to the world. Um, it's so greasy, but I know I'm going to Hot Works tomorrow, so I'm like, no, because normally I would wash my hair on Sundays, but I'm like, well, why would I wash it if I'm gonna like immediately tomorrow go sweat and be gross? Um, this is the one thing that Hot Works has done to me. It has made me wash my hair less, which is like fine or whatever. James hasn't said anything about like my hair being super unhealthy, so I'll take it. But I'm washing my hair less, therefore it is just consistently greasy. So I feel like I either have my hair like up half the time or like half down, half up, something like this. Also, like, what is it with my like natural hair where it's just like, anyways, moving on. Um, so I just feel like my hair is perpetually greasy. And then not only that, but then I also don't care to do my hair that much because I know, like, oh, well, I'm like I'll go to the gym this day or whatever. So, I mean, I don't think that's really a bad thing, but it just also goes to show that I literally do nothing. Like, I'm a hermit because, like, if I was going out or like going out to dinner or doing whatever, then I would want my hair to look nice. Actually, I don't really know if that's true. I could care less about things sometimes. Um, and I had a train of thought and I just lost it. Shout out to being unmedicated. That's why I lost it. Oh, okay. This was my train of thought too. I was also like, as I was saying, like, if I was going to dinner, like, be so for real, Fallon. I don't like doing stuff during the week. the only thing I'll do during the week is like go to the gym and come home. If you ask me to go to dinner with you during the week, you want to come over to my house? I will cook dinner and you can come over to my house and we can eat and drink and we could do whatever. But I'm not going to leave my house. And for a while I tried to really not be like that. There was even, I mean, I think I'm still in some of the groups, but what's her name? Jenna Palick. I don't know if that's how you actually say her last name, but I don't think she has a podcast anymore, but she still maybe has like the business, like the Fun on Weekdays business or whatever, where her whole platform was based on essentially like getting out and doing something during the day, well, not during the day, during the week. Jeez. Because like fun is not just for the weekend. This top. Oh my God. I'm just a mess. Anyways, if you were here for a story, it's gonna take us a million years to fucking get there because I don't know what's going on with my brain. Anywho, so because the weekends are not supposed to be your only time for fun. And I'm like, okay, I resonate with that, like 100%. But I don't want to leave my home. This is, I think, what's also happened to me since like working from home too, because when I worked in the office, if you asked me to do something after work, I would maybe like it would be a 50-50. It would depend on how like awful the day went. It would depend on like if I got bitch slapped or something. Um, if you're in the ABA field, you get it. But now that I'm home, like obviously I'm not getting like really well dressed in the mornings for work. Um, like it's usually lounge sets or a lot of t-shirts. If I won't even say if I have like important meetings, I'll dress nicer. I mean, I might put on a sweater with my tank top. So I'm not really like getting nice and dressed. And then on top of that, like then it's like, okay, well, if I'm not leaving my house to go to the gym, then like why do I want to leave my house? If I'm leaving my house, it's to run my errands. So definitely become a little bit of a hermit. Summer's gonna make it better though, because I don't do anything during the summertime. Um, okay, and this is part, when the fuck is Fallon ever gonna shut up about this raised bed garden and her vegetable garden? Well, the answer is never. Because if there's something about me, actually, I don't want to say never. As long as this is a fixation of mine, as long as this is my, hobby for the time being, you'll hear about it. And two, because like we're making actual progress now. We're not just talking about it anymore, we're being about it, because I ordered this like raised bed. And of course I'm like ordering it and Matthew's like, "Why are you doing that?" I'm like, "I can build you one of those." And I'm like just staring at him because I'm like, "Don't you say something every time I give you a project?" Yes, you do. So I'm like not giving you a project because I'm gonna put this together myself, because I read in the reviews that it was really easy. Just needed a screwdriver. Ugh, I can do that. Period. Um, and is gonna require none of your time. Also, I knew that he had projects this weekend already. So I was like trying to take that away from him. Anyways, just had to point that out, that he was offering to do more. And I'm like, I mean, thank you, but this is weird. So that he wound up building that thing for me though. He offered, and who am I to say no? So he put it together for me Friday night. So the raised bed is built. We put it out today to see. Actually, no, he built it for me last night. Why does it even matter? We put it out today and got it where I wanted it. And, oh my goodness! We went to Home Depot. I'm not starting from scratch. Sorry, I'm sure that's probably better, like, for the environment. I don't really know, actually. Um, I don't have the time to start from scratch because from what I've read, if I start from scratch, I have to like germinate everything inside, like as little seedlings. Let me tell you, no, that's not why I'm doing this, to have a freaking indoor like herb garden, and not even fun herb garden that's indoors and like the lights and everything. Like, no. So I bought the plants like already started so that I just have to plant them in the raised bed. So got those. All I need to do, which I'll do sometime tomorrow probably, is we saved like all the cardboard from the delivery of like the patio furniture and like all of the dude's birthday toys he had been getting. Like, just any cardboard box we get, I was like, don't throw it away, because I knew with like everything I read about raised beds to just stack not carpet, cardboard, because one, like it'll disintegrate and like enrich the soil, and two, it'll save you from having to fill the entire thing with bags of soil. And I was like, say less, because these boxes I've already invested in. I've already paid for their life, so they can go do me some good. So I got to put those in, and then we'll get bags of soil based on like how much that fills it up. And then I'll get them planted. And I'm so excited. So I got okra, zucchini. I got some like hot peppers for Matthew. What else did I get? Cilantro. Um, and tomatoes. I feel like I got some. Oh, and I got some onions. I got some onions. I was gonna get some strawberries. I was like really pumped about the strawberries. But then we found the strawberries and they were like fucking $50 for just the little plant in a small little pot. And I'm like, first of all, like, no. Mm-mm. For when am I gonna get to harvest them? So I'll be buying strawberries from the store from now on. Maybe next year. Because that was my other thing. I'm like, okay, I'm trying to be low budget on this until I know I can do it. Because I am known to be a plant killer. My indoor plants are doing pretty good. I have these little macrame hanging plots. Oh my gosh, what is going on with me? Um, Macrame hanging pot holders, and I used to have them on the other side of the sunroom. I moved them. But I also did not have these bamboo shades in the sunroom for the majority of last year. So it was super easy to grow stuff in these little macrame pots. Macrame pots. Okay, whatever. Pot holders. So, but then I added on the bamboo shades, and so now it's not as bright light in here. So everything that I had planted died. Cool. Also, though, now I've moved them on to the other side, got all new ones, got them potted, done everything. I but it's not as bright on this side as it is on that side. So I'm like, great. So I've been like taking them out like once a week and putting them outside, hoping that that is enough bright light for them. Two of them tolerate medium light. I don't even know what that means. What does that mean? Like, I get it, but I'm also like, okay, I resonate more with when it says like full sun, part sun, like, because full sun is like, okay, 6+ hours of sun a day is what a full sun plant wants. part sun is like 6 hours or less, it wants to be in the sun. And then like, things that need shade or whatever. But the like bright light, medium light, low light, what does that mean? Because right now I have my lights on me and they're bright. So can it be bright artificial light? Hmm? Is it the rays of light that are like to me, I'm like, okay, just say how much sun it needs. Tell me how much sun it needs, and that'll tell me where I need to put it. But this, like, talking about the light conditions, I can't. So, but right now they're not dead because I've been taking them out once a week, setting them outside, and then they get watered and then sit in the sun for the rest of the day. Hopefully that continues to work. My spider plant is no longer inside anymore at all because it was just not doing good in the sunroom after I put the bamboo blinds on. It just was not getting enough. So it's just fully on the porch now. And she's thriving. So we love that for her. um what else is new? Oh, I talked about how I needed to start meal prepping and like and taking more protein and doing stuff like that. So I did do that today. Patting myself on the back for that one. I'm very proud of myself. It is Matthew's most favorite heavy sarcasm on this meal prep that I do, my tried and true chickpea pasta. Why chickpea pasta? Because it has like 12 grams of protein per serving. So, I mean, I don't really think it has that much of a taste difference. Matthew says it is disgusting. Says it does not taste like pasta at all. He's a drama king. Um, I just put like butter and Parmesan cheese on it and it tastes pretty good. I even did like a little heavy cream in it today. So, you know, um, and then like vegetables, steamed vegetables, and then turkey sausage. Why turkey sausage? Again, it's a great protein and it doesn't taste bad. And it's easy too. Like that's kind of what like if I'm meal prepping, I need it to be easy what I'm also meal prepping because I don't have the fucking time. Like the whole reason I'm meal prepping is because I don't have the time during the day to like fully put together a meal. So what makes you think that while I'm meal prepping, I have this like duration of time to whip up something fantastic? Like no, I just need it to be edible for 5 days in a row. You know what I mean? Um, so the turkey sausage is already cooked. So you're just like putting it in the pan to kind of reheat it and maybe get a little crispies on it. So yeah. So I did that today. I'll let you guys know how it goes. Last week I bought like a bunch of frozen meals or whatever, and I did really good with eating lunch during the week. And I also started genuinely scheduling myself a lunch break and getting up from my desk. Who is she actually, putting in work for her mental health? Don't know her at all. She's such a queen. Okay. Also, I have been going down the Selena and Justin rabbit hole, which is so weird because I can't tell you. Okay. Well, first, I'm going to just start from being very young and being one of those believers, period. Um, I don't remember how old I was. I must have been like probably like 12 or 13. And I asked for an Xbox. I wanted to be a gamer girl. Literally, Dylan is probably laughing so hard right now because I'm not a gamer girl. He is Mr. Gamer Dude, and we love that. And I borrowed his Switch one time, and because I was like, oh, I want to play Animal Crossing. I want to get into Animal Crossing. I think I used it a total of 3 times, and it was here for like 6 months. But anyways, I wanted to be a gamer girly. Love that for me. So I got an Xbox for like Christmas, birthday, something like that. I don't remember. And you set up your handle. Used to be also, you could not change it. Like, I want to 100% say, but maybe I'll just give it like a 90% say that, like, I couldn't change the name unless I like spent money or something like that. Like, that was the handle. But I remember a couple years ago, like, Matthew changed his on his Xbox. I'm like, when did you get that? When did this become an option? Because, okay, hear me out. My handle was Falcon Bieber. Yeah, it's a little embarrassing. Actually, it's not a little embarrassing, it's a lot embarrassing. I'm being very vulnerable to tell you guys that. So you should be thankful. But it was Falcon Bieber. Why Falcon? Well, my mom used to always call me Falcon, literally in one of my softball jerseys too. She got it like embossed, the vinyl. She got to put on the bag. Not a single kid out there, because we're talking like little kid, like it's not really a jersey, you know what I mean? And even, I mean, it was kind of, but it also was like nobody had their name on it. It was not that type of thing. What did my mom go do? Put Falcon on it. And I mean, I was pumped about it. But so that's where Falcon came from. Bieber, well, I was a believer. So now that I've given you that backstory, obviously was a believer at one point in time. And then also super love Selena. I mean, I still like Selena Gomez, like listen to her music, but I never was like, oh, her album's coming out. Like, like Miley right now. I'm living my best life every time I get a notification that there's another single I can go listen to. End of the World on repeat in the car. Me and the dude are loving it. Um, I digress. So back to the Selena and Justin thing. So wasn't like a super fan of hers. I don't really. I mean, I was never like. I didn't ever even go to a Justin Bieber concert. I mean, I watched like the movies and like was like, oh my god. But that was about it. So the fact that I'm down this rabbit hole right now is crazy, because like I feel like every time I've ever seen anything over the years of like, here's some Haley, Selena, Justin, I'm connecting the dots. I'm like, ugh, like who really has the time? But also like, but who really has the time? No, I watched the 7-part series today. Matthew was like, what are you watching? And I was like, shh, shh, just be quiet. Like, it doesn't matter. Well, why is Haley low-key scary? But also, rise above queen. She really manifested that for herself. But she did not manifest like having a miserable life uh whatsoever. But Selena's new songs sound amazing. We love that for her. Go off queen. Um the Benny Blanco thing is still weird to me. Like, I get it. You have someone like who's treating you wonderfully, and you've already came out and you guys have talked about like what he doesn't have in looks, he makes up for and whatever. Cool. But you could at least get him to like take a bath or like shave. I did see, it was like so gross though, so I had to scroll past it, like the unibrow or whatever leaving. I'm like, well, finally. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, it doesn't have to be the cutest crayon in the box, but clean him up. That is like disgusting. No, that's just like Matthew. Like, you can wear your hats and do what you want and live your life, but if you're doing something with me, if we're going out to dinner, sometimes if we're going out, if we're doing pictures, if we're doing whatever, you're gonna fucking put the hat off and you're gonna go brush your hair. Do I need to do some pomade? Yes, I do, in fact, have to do Matthew's hair. If it's like long enough to be styled, he brings me his pomade and I do his hair. Because that's the compromise I'm willing to make. Okay, I'll do your pomade because you're not wearing a hat. Because it's gonna throw off my vibe. So yeah. Um Clean him up, girl. I don't get it. So, also, why is TikTok always like my algorithm trying to make me more depressed? I don't need it. I don't need it. And now that I have my like actual account and then the Feral Thoughts account, I am getting like double the whammy because I'll be on my main account, I'll be like out of the woodworks with having the depressing algorithm. And then I'll be on like Feral Thoughts and I'll not even know it. And I'll be like, why is this shit so depressing? And I'm like, oh, wait, that's because I'm on the podcast account. Let me get off this. Scary. No. But Uptown Girls has been all on my feed. And one, it's just sad because like that movie is actually like really sad and heart-wrenching if you think about it. And then two, it's also sad because Brittany Murphy, I'm pretty sure I said it all correctly, is obviously not here anymore. And then that's just like a double whammy sad. Um, that's almost like when I watched 10 Things I Hate About You. Like, first of all, if we're gonna start ranking rom-coms, that's my number one. Like, what could top it? You know what I mean? I don't know. Okay. The last song, which I don't really think is a rom-com, it's just a romance. But like we're talking about like nostalgic romance movies. I was watching that for a little bit today. Uh, but anything with Miley, I'll say it's number one. Anyways, but that's like when you watch 10 Things I Hate About You and you're like low-key crying in the club because it's not only a romance movie and it's sad because there's trials and tribulations, but then it's also sad because it's like, oh, we don't have to eat anymore. What are we gonna do? Yeah. So I gotta rewatch Uptown Girls. I don't remember when's the last time I've watched it, but it's been a while. I don't know what network it's on. So I'm gonna do that. I guess that will prompt me to talk about what I'm currently watching and reading. Um Watching, I stopped with the Temptation Island, you guys. The amount of cringe is just too much. And something I did also try to watch today, and I was like, no, I'm going to stick to it. But then I very quickly was like, I cannot stick to this whatsoever. Was, um, I don't even know what the name of it is, but it's like The Bachelor, but for farmers. What the fuck? I just don't understand. I tried, and then it just got to a point where it was so unbelievably cringe that I just couldn't. And I'm also like, what real farmer is going on a reality TV show? Zero. Zero. So I don't know. It's literally called reality. So I want to at least feel like whatever I'm like watching is somewhat real and like I can envision it being a thing. Like the farmer John who's out here posting TikToks. As soon as they said like he works on his family farm and goes to law school, I was like, okay. So he goes to law school. He does not work on this family farm. And then it just got worse from there. So I could not watch that. So right now, I did start rewatching Sons of Anarchy. Haven't watched that one in a really long time because, again, TikTok with the fucking depressing shit came across my For You page, like the, what's your favorite horror story like thing? And it's like, I don't know, probably when. And if you haven't watched Sons of Anarchy at this point and you're listening, I don't know what to tell you because I'm about to spoil as I always do. Um, and it was like, I don't know, like when Jax found Tara dead after they finally got to a good place, and like Jim is this awful human being, and I'm like, wait, I need to see that all again. So I did start rewatching it, but now I'm like, fuck, I forgot how much like stuff like one, how many seasons there are. There's like 10 seasons, and then two, like it's gonna take me forever to get there because like that's towards the end. And I'm like, damn, I gotta watch all this dumb bullshit. And like now that I'm rewatching it, I'm kind of like, yo, this is low key like Prison Break, where I do think Prison Break was a little worse, where like literally should not have continued after the first season. But I'm like, what are we doing here, Sons of Anarchy? Get a better plot line if we're gonna have this many episodes. It's like, like you're thankful for the old way that they did shows where it was like you got like a 20 episode season, or like give me even a 15. Like House of Dragon out here giving you 8. What? I wait years for this and you're gonna give me 8 episodes in one season? How rude. So they had it right back in the day. But then the more you watch these older shows, you're like, wait, this is why there's so many episodes, because they didn't know how to get to the point. We just know how to get to the point nowadays. I think because everybody like is on TikTok and things that like are just like short, quick videos. So it's like no one wants you to drag this shit on. Come on. So that is currently what I'm watching. Um, nothing, nothing else that I can think of monumental. Reading. So I'm still on like the Stanton books, but I'm on the third one, solely only on it at this point because I'm like, okay, this is the last one in this series and I need to just be done with it. But what the fuck? Like the last two books, they weren't that great. I did give them a 3. But I rated them a 3 generously, I must say, because the smut simply had great smut. Everything else about it, what? I just don't even like it. Just the drama is so annoying. This one is gonna be hard to give a 3 because like the smut may be good, but did we need this book? I don't think we did. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Oh, and I also this weekend went to Old Time Pottery, got a new frame because on my mantle, it was 2 pictures. So one of them was a 60 by 20 from the maternity shoot that we had like when I was literally about to pop, like in 2 weeks or whatever. And then I got and that was just the only one on the mantle. Then we did like Christmas minis with Randy. Mm, um last year, 2024. And so I got like a family picture and a 16 by 20 with the frame. And the 2 frames I got like were off Amazon and like low key they suck. One of them actually broke like while Matthew was trying to peel the plastic off of it. And I was like, fuck it, just leave it. I'm not like there's too much going on for me to order another one. So I got a 16 by 20 frame from Old Time Pottery. It's like not the same color. It's like a lighter wood, and the other one's like a darker wood. And I did one of the family pics that we got from like his photo shoot. And it's actually so cute. It's so cute. And I love the frame. So I'm like, But I also kind of like the 2 because I put the 2 dark ones and then that one in the middle. So I'm like, wait, maybe this is a vibe that I just keep this one light colored one, or do I change them all to the light colored one? Because I also thought about that. Or do I just buy like 2 of the old ones, so one I can replace the one that broke and then one for the new one. I don't know. You may be like, girl, it's just some pictures. It's not that serious. I have a whole gallery wall. And I had one at our house that we had in Birmingham too, but that one was in our bedroom. And I kind of ish have one in our bedroom here. Definitely not like on the level of what we had in Birmingham, but my gallery wall in Birmingham was so freaking cute. So my living room here was gonna be able to accommodate it, and I was like, oh fuck yeah, the world does not know what's hit it, because not only could it accommodate my gallery wall, but like it's huge, so I can like amp it up times 10. So I indeed have done that. I am actually kind of running out of wall space, but I can get a few more in. So I'm getting more pictures for that. So basically pictures are just my thing. Um I that's pretty much like, if you are in my house, I would say there's not a lot of like decoration that's just like paintings. I mean, don't get me wrong, within my gallery wall, like there's some things that aren't like pictures of like me and friends or me and Matthew or whatever. Um, but that's like typically how I decorate, is going to be like with a picture that's like actually of us or of someone else or something like that, you know? I don't like, I don't, is that making sense? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not picking out art pieces and like being that, like, I want you when you're in my home to know, like, you're in my home. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, the guest room is like the NASCAR room. So I guess, like, in a way, I kind of do know how to decorate on a theme. But within that room too, like there's still like a bunch of pictures of us, because again, I just have a whole bunch of pictures. Um, it's honestly a problem because like I I have like so many pictures that I just still have some that wind up sitting in like the little shutterfly things that I order, or I have this like cork board that every time like I redo it, because I'm like, okay, some of these pictures, of course, like I'll keep on here forever, but like also, okay, like after college and stuff, I was like, well, these pictures gotta go. Um, so, but then I'll like put them back because I'm like, I'm not throwing this away. I just feel like pictures mean so much to me because I lost my mom when I was so young. Because never did I think like, oh, these pictures that I have with her, like the only thing I'm really gonna have. And it's not necessarily the only thing that I have. Like I have and I have like plenty of material things of hers that help remind me of her. Um and it's not that I don't still have memories, because I do, but also because I lost her at such a young age, I know that it's just a matter of fact that those memories are going to continue to fade. Like they already have, unfortunately. Like there's things that I feel like I remember less and less of. That's really sad, actually, thinking about it. Um, but like the pictures, I'll always have them. So it almost makes you want to go back and be like, when you're a kid, you never want your like parents taking a picture of you. You're like, stop, mom, no. So like makes me want to go back and like anytime she was trying to take a picture, like embrace her taking that picture. So then maybe I would have had more pictures to look back on. Um, I mean, like specifically of like me and her. Obviously, love to have pictures of just her, but the ones where it's like her and I feel like are really touching, because it's like, I don't know, cementing that this is like my mom and I didn't just conjure up this human being. I don't know. So henceforth, photos have now become my thing. Like that's also usually like my gift of choice for like super important people in our lives, like for the holidays or birthdays or things like that, is a recent picture of like us, the fam, whatever. If it's one of my friends, like of us, and then like a nice frame. Because frames are fucking expensive, first of all. And then also to me, I'm just like, here is me showing you like that I love you by giving you a picture of us that like you like if you want to use the frame for something else, go for it. But like you will always have this picture printed out now. You know? That's kind of how I think about it. Like I'll always have these pictures and like think about like if you get dementia and things like that, or if like you have an brain injury and like you're trying to relearn life, like how do you do that? With pictures. I mean, I guess like videos too, but like who's out here taking videos, That's like that was a thing I feel like when I was a kid, the like camcorder always in your face. But I don't have time for that. So pictures are like my memory vault. I remember my dad used to always yell at me when I was a kid. Fucking asshole. About like always taking pictures on my phone instead of just like looking and being in the moment. And I'm like, I look back on that now and I'm like, you can do both. You can be like, now I have my little like digital camera too. Like, you can be taking pictures and absorbing the moment through pictures and also be there in the moment. It's not like a one or the other because hold on, let me, yes, first take it in myself. Like, I remember when Matthew and I went to Yellowstone, that was just like such an beautiful, amazing experience and like so much cool stuff. Like, literally, we're driving and there's bison in the road, like just walking, because like we're in their land. So that was amazing. Was I gonna not take pictures at all so I could be in the moment? Like, no, I'm going to take it in first and then I'm gonna take a picture. Or if it's like something really cool happening, like I'm gonna take the picture like super fast in case like the animal goes away. And then 100% I'll pay attention. Because who's to say I'm gonna remember that trip in all these years to come? Or who's to say when I'm talking to my kid about stuff that mommy and daddy used to do, like I'm gonna be able to remember it all. And like, what a better way to show than through pictures? Another one of my favorite things to do is like make the little photo books. I haven't made one in a really long time though, because I get obsessive about it. Like I won't, like, you can upload them and it'll like design one for you. And then I'm like going through it and I'm like, like need to change this up, need to change this up. So it winds up taking an ample amount of my time and I don't have that. But I do need to make one. I haven't made one in a while. Okay, I'm gonna hit the hay. Actually, I'm not gonna hit the hay. I have so much to do still. Gotta shave my legs. Gotta do that. Not washing my hair though, because I'm going to the gym tomorrow. So guess I'll wash my hair tomorrow because it's been a couple days. Anyways, my little ratties. I hope everyone has a wonderful week. Stay safe out there. Um, don't be humble. Be your best self. And let everyone know that it's your best self. Anyways, hope everyone has a great week. Thank you so much for listening. If you're enjoying and you are not already a follower or subscriber, please do so. Leave me a comment and rate the show if you would like. And if you want to stay connected, follow me on my socials at Feral Thoughts Pod. That is the handle for Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Bye, guys.